Number 26, find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of the given function at the given value of x. The function is given as f of x equals the square root of x squared plus 11, and I'm going to go ahead and write that, x squared plus 11 to the 1/2 power, and they give us an x value of 5. Now, to write the equation of a line, we need a slope and we need a point. We do know that x is 5. That's all we know so far. But we can find the derivative to find the slope. So the derivative, which is f prime of x, is the power times the base to the power minus 1. And since our base has a derivative, we have to use the chain rule and tack on the derivative of that base, which is 2x. I'm going to clean it up a little bit by moving that 2x to the front. And then my base, x squared plus 11, is now to the minus 1/2, because that's 1 over 2 minus 2 over 2, which is negative 1 over 2. I can reduce these 2's out, because 2 divided by 2 is 1, and that gives me x over the square root of x squared plus 11. The square root because it's a half, and in the denominator because it's a negative exponent. And when you have a base in the numerator with a negative exponent, you move the base to the denominator. So this is our formula for our slope. They gave us that x is 5, so the slope when x is 5 would be 5 over the square root of 5 squared plus 11. So that's 5 over the square root of 25 plus 11. That's 5 over the square root of 36, or 5/6. This is our derivative, which means this is the slope of the tangent. Now, to write the equation, we need an ordered pair. And again, we said we know x is 5, but we don't know f of x or y, so we have to take f of 5, which is going to be the square root of 5 squared plus 11. That's the square root of 25 plus 11, which is the square root of 36. That's 6. So our point is 5/6, and our slope is 5/6. So now we're going to use y equals mx plus b. We're going to sub in what we know. 6 equals 5/6 times x, which is 5, plus b. So 6 is 25 over 6 plus b. And to solve for b, we need to move the 25 over 6 to the other side by subtracting it from both sides. Get a common denominator. We need a 6 in the bottom, so we have to put a 6 in the top. 36 over 6 minus 25 over 6 is 11 over 6. So my final answer is y equals 5 over 6x plus 11 over 6. 5 over 6x plus 11 over 6. Number 27. Find the equation of the tangent line to the graph of the given function at the given value of x. This time, f of x is 2x times x squared minus 4x plus 5 to the 5th power, and we want to know where x is 2. This is a product of two functions, so f prime of x is the first, 2x, times the derivative of the second. So that's going to be the power and the base to the power minus 1. And here's the chain rule part. Since the base has a derivative, 2x minus 4 is the derivative of the base. So it's the first function times the derivative of the second function, and all of this is the derivative of that second function. Power, base, power minus 1, derivative of the base. Now, we have to do the second function, x squared minus 4x plus 5 to the fifth, times the derivative of the first function, which is 2, and that's a lot easier. So I'm going to do a slight cleanup here. I'm going to get this 2x times 5 as a 10x, and then x squared minus 4x plus 5 to the fourth, 2x minus 4, and then I'm going to put the 2 in the front, so 2x squared minus 4x plus 5 to the fifth. Now, there are some other things you could do by factoring out a common factor, but you don't have to, so let's just leave it like that because they're not asking us to actually write the derivative. They're asking us to find the equation, and we're just going to plug in the point. So they tell us that x is 2, so we need to find f prime of 2. So each time I have an x, I'm going to substitute a 2. So that's 10 times 2, 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 5 to the fourth, 2 times 2 minus 4 plus 2, 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 5 to the fifth. So that's going to give me a 20 and a 4 minus 8 plus 5 and 4 minus 4, and that's great because that's a 0, and that's going to make this a lot simpler. 2 times 4 minus 8 plus 5 to the fifth. Now, since this is a 0 times this, all of that's just 0. Plus 2 times 4 minus 8, negative 4 plus 5 to the fifth. So that's 2 times 1 to the fifth, or 2. Now, it's a coincidence that f prime of 2 equals 2, but that is our slope. Our slope is 2. So to find the y value of the function, we have to do f of 2. So that's 2 times 2, 2 squared, minus 4 times 2, plus 5, raised to the fifth. So that's 4 minus 8 plus 5. So that's 4 times 1, which is 4. So our slope is 2, and our point is 2, 4. So we go to y equals mx plus b. And we substitute what we know. 4 equals 2 times 2 plus b. So that's 4 equals 4 plus b. If I take a 4 from both sides, that means b is 0. And that's fine. The equation is y equals 2x plus 0, but we don't have to write the 0. So y equals 2x.